Welcome to Module 6, Creating the Bid Plan and Schedule. In the dynamic and time-sensitive world of bid management, a winning proposal is the result of a meticulously crafted plan and schedule. This module delves into the critical process of creating a bid plan and schedule, which serves as the blueprint for execution. We will explore the essential elements of planning, drawing upon insights from project management, organizational planning, and time management, to ensure your bid effort is a well-organized, efficient, and ultimately successful endeavor. Module objectives. Participants will be able to create a bid plan and schedule to guide the team, ensure alignment, and maximize the probability of success. We'll learn to develop a realistic and detailed bid schedule with milestones and deadlines. We'll understand how to effectively plan and allocate resources. We'll master the process of defining clear deliverables and ownership. We'll be able to plan for and mitigate risks throughout the bid process. Welcome to Lecture 6.1. The bid schedule is the temporal compass that guides the bid team, ensures efficient execution, and ultimately contributes to bidding success. A realistic and detailed schedule transforms a seemingly daunting task into a series of manageable steps, providing clarity and direction for all involved. The importance of a detailed bid schedule. A well-defined schedule prevents a number of challenges. Missed deadlines, tasks may be delayed, and proposals submitted late. Inefficient resource allocation, poor planning, can lead to bottlenecks and delays. Lack of coordination, team members may work in isolation, leading to a disjointed proposal. Increased stress and pressure, a chaotic environment can lead to errors and decreased team morale. As Dwight D. Eisenhower stated, "In preparing for battle, I have always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. The process of planning itself is invaluable for effective execution." A framework for strategic schedule alignment. Developing a schedule is not just a tactical exercise, it requires a strategic approach. This involves defining bid objectives and KPIs, clearly articulate the goals of the bid and the metrics for success. Opportunity assessment and prioritization. Assess the strategic importance of the bid to influence resource allocation and the level of schedule detail. Stakeholder analysis and communication planning. Identify stakeholders and develop a plan for how schedule updates and delays will be communicated to them. Work breakdown structure, WBS, and task definition. The WBS is a key tool for breaking down the bid effort. Decomposition and granularity. Imagine a task like, write technical proposal. This is too big. We must decompose it into smaller, manageable tasks like, draft architecture diagram, write section 4.1 on scalability, and review and edit technical section. This level of granularity makes the work manageable and allows for more accurate time and resource allocation. Deliverable-oriented approach. We should define tasks in terms of a deliverable, a tangible output. For example, instead of a task just saying discuss pricing, the deliverable is final pricing table, signed off by the finance lead. This ensures that every task contributes to a specific, measurable outcome, and that progress can be tracked effectively. Process mapping. Process mapping helps you visualize the flow of work. For instance, a process map might show that the final pricing table cannot be created until the resource allocation and technical solution are finalized. By visualizing these dependencies, you can identify potential bottlenecks and plan your schedule to avoid them. Task estimation and scheduling techniques. Accurate task estimation and sequencing are crucial. This involves time estimation techniques. We can use a combination of techniques to improve accuracy. For example, to estimate the time for a compliance review, you could use analogous estimation by looking at a similar bid from last quarter. You might also use parametric estimation by saying, our proposals have an average of 100 requirements, and each requirement takes 15 minutes to review, so that's 25 hours. This combination of data and historical experience improves the accuracy of your schedule. Dependency analysis. Dependency analysis is critical. A network diagram might show that the final proposal assembly is dependent on the executive summary approval. This dependency highlights the critical path and tells you that if the executive summary is late, the entire submission will be late. This is a key insight for managing your schedule effectively. Mitigating cognitive biases. We all have biases. For instance, planning fallacy is the tendency to underestimate task durations. A bid manager might think, we can get the legal review done in one day. To mitigate this, they would ask the legal team for a best case, worst case, and most likely scenario. By being aware of these biases, you can build a more realistic and resilient schedule. Risk mitigation and schedule control. The schedule must be resilient. This means time buffering. You must incorporate time buffers into your schedule. For example, if you know the final proofreading and formatting usually takes 2 days, you might build in an extra day of buffer time. This contingency allows for unforeseen issues, like a team member's unexpected absence or a sudden change from the client. Risk identification. Proactively identify potential risks. For a high-stakes bid, a risk might be delays in receiving client clarification questions. Another risk might be a key subject matter expert is double booked on another project. By identifying these risks up front, you can develop a plan to address them before they become a crisis. Contingency planning. For each risk, you need a contingency plan. For the risk of a key expert being double booked, your plan might be to identify a secondary expert who can provide a backup, or to get a firm commitment from the expert's functional manager. This proactive planning shows foresight and preparedness. Schedule monitoring. You must actively track progress against the schedule. Using a Gantt chart, you might notice that the technical section is 50% complete, but is already a day behind schedule. This early warning allows you to take corrective action, such as reallocating resources or providing additional support to that team member, before the delay impacts the entire bid. Adaptability. A resilient schedule is one that can adapt to change. If the client suddenly changes a key requirement, your schedule needs to be flexible enough to accommodate that change without derailing the entire bid. You can do this by building in flexible work streams and being prepared to adjust your plan as new information becomes available. Key takeaways. The compass for bidding success. Developing a realistic and detailed bid schedule is the creation of a temporal compass that guides the bid team, ensures efficient execution, and ultimately contributes to bidding success. By crafting robust schedules that are adaptable, resilient, and optimized for achieving their bidding goals, organizations can move beyond basic timelines and thrive in the competitive world of bidding.